Listen, we could have an arena. That's not the goal. The goal is not numbers. The goal is if Jesus wants one person to walk in here and we're out one seat, listen, someone should jump up and say, hey, they can have my seat. Hey, listen, if someone wants to come, listen, go ahead, come on in. If we're not careful, we're going to develop this us for no more mentality. Like, oh, but I got a seat at the table, so I'm good. And the reality is God put you at the table, not so you're focused on you, but so that you're focused on others. And so if God has redeemed you, if God's given you a seat at the table, I'm not talking about a literal seat in church. I'm talking about if you are a saved believer following Jesus, if you are a disciple of Him, He is calling you to a mission. And that mission is not sitting and eating. The mission is, hey, I met Jesus, but I want others to meet Him. I know Jesus, but I want others to know Him. And I want to share the bread of grace and the cup of His suffering with those around me. I want to share Jesus with those who need Him. And so it's a heart of compassion. That Jesus saw the multitude and He was moved with compassion. And notice, Jesus didn't send anyone away. You know what He said? He said, hey, get organized and I'll send the miracle. And so He says in verse 14, look at it. He says, sit them down. Don't send them away. Sit them down. Sit them in 50s. He's like, just sit them in companies of 50. He's like, split them up into 50s. And He's like, put them in those companies and then I'll send the miracle. And God did an amazing miracle, which we'll see in a few weeks. But He did a miracle that wasn't about them. It was about Him. And our focus at New Life isn't about us. It's not consumerism Christianity. It's not about, hey, what can I get? How can I receive? How can I feel good? Listen, church is about Christ, and Christ was about others. The church, as Dietrich Bonhoeffer said, is only a church when it exists for others. And so this is not a social club. This is not a feel-good club. This is a club, this is a group of people who are focused on Jesus. And Jesus was the one, I quoted it earlier in Luke 14:23 that said, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. Now, I don't have time to break all of this down. The word filled means completely full, okay? Now, here's what we don't want church to look like. We don't want it to look like a Tokyo subway. Have you ever seen them? They're pushing people in. This is what it looks like. They're shoving people in, okay? We don't want that, all right? The ushers are outside with white gloves. They're like, hey, get in there, you know? Fire marshals all mad, you know? This is not the goal, okay? But that's my point is there's a mission greater than just attending. There's a mission greater than just fitting, than just sitting. We weren't saved to sit and soak and sour. We were saved to serve. We were saved for others. We were redeemed so that we could bring God's grace to others. I think you get it. And so invite others to be fed by God's word. Let them know that they can experience Jesus and be that one to take them to them. So at Jesus' table, miracles are possible. Everyone is welcome. And thirdly, sinners are saved.